Hello, students. We have had an overview of the poem Rain on the Roof in the previous session. We know that in this poem, the poet, Skinny, tells us about what he remembers or recalls when he hears the pitter-patter sound of the raindrops falling on his rooftop. Now let's go through the poem. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So, in the very beginning, we get to know that the poet, Skinny, is describing a dark, rainy night. He says that humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres. Means the humid shadows are appearing over the stars. Here, the terms humid shadows humid shadows um, are appearing over the stars, which means they have been humid shadows have been referred to the clouds, the dark clouds. So the dark clouds covers the entire sky, which was full of stars, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, which means the poet says that there is a sad darkness around. Okay, he described the darkness being sad. He says that the darkness is sad. He described the darkness as being sad. So, something which is melancholy, sad. So, we see the dark things are often shown to be negative, right? So, the poet compares the darkness to sadness, and the poet says that that darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. That means the poet is comparing the raindrops to the tears, and he says that the dark sky or the dark clouds, which seem to be very sad, so when it rains, it appears as if the dark sky is crying because it is sad. So, just like a person cries when he or she is sad, tears come out of their eyes. So, similarly, the poet Skinny says that the dark clouds or the dark sky, which is sad, cries, and tears fall down in the form of raindrops. So, the poet Skinny describes the action of the rain falling down in a very poetic and in a very beautiful way. Now, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Which means the poet says that he finds immense pleasure lying in his bedroom, pressing his head against the pillow and listening to the sound of the raindrops falling on his rooftop. So he loves listening to the sound of the raindrops falling overhead. Overhead means above head, means on the rooftop. Okay. So when the raindrops fall on the rooftop of the poet's house, at that time the poet feels immense pleasure. He becomes very happy, and he finds immense pleasure lying in his bedroom, pressing his head against the pillow and listening to that sound, that pitter patter sound of the raindrops falling on his rooftop. Now, every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being starred, and 1,000 recollections weave their air trades into woof, as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So now the poet says that every drop of rain when falls on the rooftop, the sound of every raindrop has an echo in the heart of the poet. Okay. and a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start. Means that the echo in his heart starts to create thousands of dreams in the heart of the poet. He starts thinking about so many things, so many memories, or whatever it can be, but it is said that he starts thinking about so many things when the sound of the raindrops create a kind of echo in his heart, and then he starts thinking about so many things, thousands of things, okay, thousands of dreamy fancies. He dreams of so many things. He thinks of so many things, okay. He recalls something. So that's why it is said that when he hears the raindrops, the sound of the raindrops falling on his rooftop, and this creates an echo in his heart. He starts thinking about thousands of things, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof. Means thousands of recollections of the past memories of the poet is coming in the mind of the poet, and these memories are weaving like air threads into woof. This only means that thousands of imaginary thoughts, fantasies, and thousands of memories come in the mind of the poet. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So, whenever the poet hears the pattering sound of the raindrops falling on the rooftop, every sound makes an echo in his heart, and then he starts recalling or remembering thousands of his past memories. Right? Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone, to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. So, in this last stanza, we get to know that the poet recalls his mother. Okay, he recalls a person, his mother. His mother comes in his mind now, and he recalls the past memories of his mother. He recalls the memories so many years ago, his precious moments with his mother. He remembers his childhood days. Okay, he remembers how his mother used to take care of him, and the darling dreamers means the siblings. The darling dreamers have been referred to the siblings, poet's siblings. Okay. He remembers how his mother used to look down at him and his siblings before she sleeps, when they were sleeping and dreaming in their sleep. Okay, so when these little children, little kids, poet and his siblings were sleeping and dreaming in their sleep, the poet remembers how his mother used to look down on them, and at him particularly, as well as his siblings. And then the poet says that, oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain. Means what the poet remembers more than anything is how his mother used to bend down and watch over him in particular. Like his mother used to kind of particularly look at the poet's face and used to give a very loving gaze, okay, or stare, a very loving stare, or looking at the poet. So the poet says that these are the memories which he recalls, which he remembers as he listens to the refrain. Refrain means the repetitive sound of the rainfall, the repetitive rhythm of the raindrops as they fall on his roof. Okay, so students, this is the end of the poem. It's a very simple poem to understand. We all have experienced this thing, this rainy thing, just like the poet experiences in the poem. I hope you have understood the poem quite well. And in case you have any doubt, do ask me over WhatsApp, and I'll provide you with the question answers of the poem in the group. Okay, thank you.